When we get out those old decorations, especially the corded ones that we're going to plug in, just a quick inspection is important. Make sure they're not cracked or frayed. If it's dry rotted, that's something we want to throw away. But one thing that we're very excited to see is the LED products now stay cooler, they use less juice. Not that you can't still get electrocuted, but overall it's a safer product. On the wiring front, something that's very exciting are the projectors you see around town. So we're no longer stringing wires and falling off housetops with icicles and stuff, where the projector will actually put the various scenes on your home. What we would do is advise people to start with a very large gauge cord if you must use an extension cord, and make sure that it's an outdoor cord, especially if you have a feature that's going to be displayed outdoors. Otherwise, use some basic common sense too. If you're using these multiplexes in these outlets, that's just absolutely encouraging a problem. Let's just use one string of lights for one outlet position. And if you feel a line and it's warm to touch, then we do have a problem. You need to unplug it. There's a revolution in space heaters. They have some beautiful electrical ones now that are infrared and actually maybe mimic a fireplace that are just rolling off the shelves. People like them. Most of them are forced hot air out the bottom, and they're a great product. However, like with any electrical appliance, again, one heater to the one outlet as appropriate with the voltage and wattage. But also, you have to be careful in the high traffic areas. You don't want it in a place where it can be bumped or knocked over. Live Christmas trees require a lot of special attention, certainly to be watered appropriately. From the point of sale, if they're trimmed appropriately and put in a bucket of water to kind of absorb what they lost in transit, wherever it is they came from or wherever they initially were cut. Also, once you get them inside the house, it's critical that they stay watered. If you reach on the end of the needles and they're really brittle, that's a bad sign. The greens that are hung sometimes that people purchase at live Christmas tree lots, those will dry out too. And you don't have a bucket of water to stick them in. So that's something we have to keep in mind. Even though they may have lights or something enmeshed in them, they're going to get hot eventually and they're going to drop needles. So we have to really keep an eye on those. Well, this time of the year, especially the holidays, brings us in the kitchen and keeps us there for a while. The main thing about the kitchen is don't leave anything unattended. That gets us in a lot of trouble, and that's where small fires suddenly turn into large fires. And some people also try to deep fat fry certain items. Turkeys are a big popular item to do, but you do not drop a cold frozen turkey into a hot vat of oil, and we see it happen over and over again. Read the directions, thaw the bird, and follow exactly the manufacturer's directions on the fryer. We encourage you to have a fire extinguisher in the kitchen because that's where a lot of things happen, but it's not limited to the kitchen. You could have them anywhere in your home, and we ask you at this time of the year to revisit them. Make sure that they're charged accordingly. And if you're in doubt of fighting a fire, forget about the fire extinguisher and get everybody out and call 911. Those are just a few tips to keep you and your family safe around the holidays.